Hey YouTube, this is Andrew from TinkerTown. Today I'm going to show you how to build an indoor spray paint booth so you can paint comfortably inside without poisoning yourself. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own indoor paint booth using cheap household materials. Here is a list of the materials used and a cost estimate in Canadian dollars. The first step in this project is to buy a plastic container suitably sized for your paint subjects. Make sure to give it a clean. In step 2, you will need to print the fan shroud that mounts the fans to the outlet duct. I used a model made by this author on the website Thingiverse. Make sure to download the correct file seen here. You can see the result here after I printed the model. In the next step, you will need to screw the fans into the fan shroud. In step 4, you'll need to 3D print a fan stencil. I 3D printed my own stencil for two 140mm PC fans, but noticed I made a mistake with the gap in the middle. So I busted out the saw and cut away the gap. With the fans mounted to the shroud, you can see the template now fits. For the updated fan template, check out the link below to the file on my printables page. In step 5, you can now trace the fan stencil onto the container. Don't forget to mark the drill holes for the screws. In step 6, drill out the screw holes. In step 7, cut the fan cutouts. I used an oscillating saw for this job. In step 8, mount the fan shroud to the outside of the container. Screw in the screws on the inside. In step 9, we're now going to seal the airflow path using this quick seal caulk adhesive. In step 10, we are now going to wire up the power supply to the two 140mm fans. I had this random 12-volt power supply laying around rated up to 5 amps, which is more than enough to power these fans. I chose to connect the fans and power supply together using a soldering iron, but you could use a Moret or any other type of wire connector to get the job done. For a PC fan, only the 12-volt and ground is required to be connected to run the fan at full speed. The other pins can just be left open. You can see here, I'm now just connecting the power supply and fans, 12 volts and grounds together. In step 11, I checked the power supply and fan voltage to make sure nothing was shorted. In step 12, I plugged in the power supply and checked the function of the fan. As you can hear, something didn't quite sound right. Checking the fan closely, I found that the blade was brushing against the fan frame. I decided to file down the frame area where it was intersecting the blade. As you can hear now, the fan is spinning freely. In step 13, I tested the suction of the fan using a small smoke stream. By observing the smoke and feeling for any other escaping air, I found I needed to plug some remaining air gaps. In step 14, I mounted the electronics to the outside of the container. In step 15, I installed the lights to the roof of the container. Make sure to plug in all your peripherals. It is also a good idea to glue any sharp edges you might have from mounting the lights. In step 16, we'll now attach the exhaust ducting to the shroud. The objective here is to get a good fitment of the duct onto the shroud. Then, seal the duct using a 4-inch metal clamping ring. Now is a good time to turn the fans on and check the exhaust airflow. In step 17, we're now going to cut the fan filter to fit the back of the container. In step 18, we can finally test the whole thing out. Make sure to run the exhaust duct outdoors to get harmful chemicals outside of your workspace. In addition, if you're painting with lacquer or enamel paints, you should continue to wear a respirator indoors as the chemicals can be very harsh. As you can see above, the paint fumes are being sucked through the fans and out the exhaust. And here's a sneak preview at my next project, which is a LEGO Technic car that I repainted and turned into a fast RC car. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel, and click the notification bell to be alerted on new releases, like my upcoming LEGO RC car project. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it, please subscribe to the channel, and help me get this channel off the ground so I can keep making some awesome videos. I got some really cool ideas that you're not going to want to miss. See you in the next one.